of over 1 billion people. And that is a lot of mouths to feed. The best way to produce food on a massive scale is inside food factories, and that is what we're going to be exploring today. By the end of today, we're going to go to a food factory that's making food on such a massive scale at such an affordable price, it only costs a few cents per meal. So how does it work? What ingredients do they use? And how do they still make it taste delicious? That is what I'm here to find out today. But first, we're going to a different, smaller food factory focused on one food, India's absolute favorite snack. Let's head there now.
Samosa?
We've come to our first location, right behind me, a restaurant known as Don't Give Me Any Attitude. Now you might be asking yourself, hey Sonny, I thought we're going to factories. This is just a restaurant. Yes, it is one restaurant among 150 located all throughout the country of India. City Samosa, more like Samosa Empire. Behind the restaurant, there is a kitchen that functions as a samosa making factory. I want to find out how they do it and just how many samosas they're able to crank out in a single day. By the end of it all, we'll get to try what is quite possibly India's best samosa.
He's cooking there.
Huh? A mascot?
How you doing?
Hey. We have entered the samosa making factory. Now, the most important part of a good samosa is the filling. So that's what we're starting with.
Potato.
The potato.
I love
these bad boys
potato.
gotta get peeled. Let's get to work. My guy, action. Here we go. Step one, you take
It's like, what?
all the potatoes and put them into the potato peeling machine.
Wash
Oh
it.
my Lord. This potato peeler, I've never seen anything like
What's
it.
a peeler?
It's a giant industrial sized potato peeler. Gone are the days of having to peel potatoes by hand. I need to get one of these for my house. So now that the potatoes have peeled, we're gonna open this tiny trap door to release them back into the world. Come naked into the world, my little beautiful potato.
I mean, how do you call this peel?
So this here is a giant pot. After they're peeled, we put the potatoes inside of here where they're gonna boil for about 45 minutes until they become nice and soft. Boom, now this pot is full of at least 211 pounds of potatoes. While we're working on the filling, we're also gonna get started on the samosa wrapper. Samosa wrapper. Whoa. Listen, I like Punjabi wrappers, samosa wrappers. Backing up a moment, behind me here, a big basin ready to receive some flour. Right here we have refined all-purpose wheat flour. Now he ladles in hot, steamy ghee, mixing with that
Ghee
flour.
time.
After the ghee, he ladles in some water.
Bro,
From
why
here,
bro
he
looks
risks
so
his
dead?
way putting in a rod of steel that could potentially get caught in the mixer. But he does it all for the glory of the samosa. Finally, the wrapper dough, it is complete. On to the next step. So this is a giant dough extruder, and what it does is it portions the dough into the exact right size. So he's pushing it down into the machine right here. Careful, don't get your fingers in there. And then look down here. Out of it are coming these beautiful shaped, perfectly portioned amount of dough. Now the dough is moving to its next destination. There are so many steps involved, I can't believe the amount of care that goes into the perfect samosa. This goes through the dough sheeter twice, compressing it into this very flat shape, perfect for receiving that potato filling, which it will do shortly. The next step is to cut the wheat wrapper into the shape. He places kind of this steel mold on top of the stack of wheat wrappers, and he cuts it all to one uniform shape.
Okay.
Boom. Now our beautiful uniform stack of wrappers is complete.
Now we'll head back to our potatoes and transfer them to the next step.
So after boiling, our potatoes are going inside of here into the potato mixer.
they're
The next step in
warm.
seasoning our
Very
potatoes
mushy,
is to
mushy.
put on a lot of delicious
What the hell is that? Nah, garrara here.
masala. Hold on, I've been told by the owner to give it a taste. So right here we have the main
no,
special
not a
masala
pear
blend. It
taste?
is a spice sludge, just absolutely
gonna be so
full
spicy,
of concentrated
dude.
flavor. Now, okay, he said less. How about that? Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, this is pure concentrated flavor. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it's really good. I'm also glad I just took a little bit, because even that was overpowering. It's oily, insanely spicy. I
Yeah, I
taste
can
turmeric,
tell,
I taste
bruh.
cumin, I taste a lot of chili
Get your toilets ready after this for
powder
sure.
for some reason. My God, it's like putting Indian fireworks down my throat, trying to put our seasonings with the potatoes. Next, he dumps in some roasted nuts. Finally, they turn on the machine.
Peanuts.
It's time to bring all those wonderful flavors together. Oh, and now they're even adding some fresh cilantro to the mix.
Cilantro.
After the potatoes and masala have been married, both the filling and the wrappers are transferred to this guy right here.
We've moved on to
The
what is perhaps the
professional.
only part of this whole process that doesn't use machines. This is something that needs to be done by
Handmade.
hand. Although, can I tell you something? This guy right here, he is a machine. Right, my guy? He doesn't know what I'm saying, but it was a compliment. Let's talk about the handiwork here. He starts by picking up the wrapper. Then he gets a little bit of water. He rolls it into a cone. Then he stuffs the potato inside. He takes a little bit more water. He seals it shut, and then he throws it in the basket right here, ready to fry in a short time. I'm very impressed. First of all, I'm surprised
Yeah,
at
he
how
got
just a
that,
little
you
bit of
know?
water really makes that wrapper stick together. Okay, hold on. I gotta time this. And start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God!
Wow,
6 seconds.
6
That means you
seconds,
can make
one
10 per
samosa is
minute.
made.
My
What a guy.
Slow down. Make the job last longer. That's what we do in America. Okay? That's how you make money. So after the samosa stuffing, all of this here is ready to head to the fryer. Let's move. Now that we've seen how the filling is made and how the wrapper is made and how they're put together, it is time for the most crucial step of making a samosa, and that is frying. Starting with the oil. Right here
Okay,
we have
of course,
a giant
oil.
canister full of fresh, never before used oil. 3x3, he tosses these gorgeous clumps of samosas.
No, it's not
into
like
this
that.
insanely hot golden oil.
You go all
This is
around the bird,
absolute
bro.
best part. Each piece gets fried for 20 minutes all the way through, so it's going to be super crunchy on the outside and steamy hot on the inside. So while that is frying, I'm here with the owner because I have some important questions to ask.
What's
The
up,
first
CS
question is,
Samosa?
What is the difference between a good samosa and a bad samosa?
Bad samosa is capturing a lot of oil, but good samosa is oilless.
To be oilless, what it means is
Oilless,
you have to get
okay.
the oil to that perfect temperature before you put the samosa in the oil. What else makes a bad samosa?
Bad samosa is not hygienic and potato is not good, but this samosa is very good because of potato is also good.
I love this man's confidence
Okay.
and also, might I say, his passion. Thank you. Our samosa chariot. Oh,
Bro
wait,
looks
after
very
20 minutes, these
innocent.
samosas are looking
Like
incredible,
me.
golden, brown, crispy. They're all floating to the top, and it's time to remove them from the fryer.
Why it looks oily
All right,
too?
folks, we have been to the factory, but now it's actually time to try the final product, samosas. Right now, I have
Okay.
3 samosa options in front of me. Let's talk about it. First, this. They have 2 different types of samosas here. The normal one that we saw, and one made for the Jain people. The Jain people are people who have their own unique diet. Here's how it works. First, the Jains do not consume meat, fish, poultry, or eggs. So I get it. It's kind of like being vegetarian. Easy. No. They
So none of
exclude
those things are
root
in it.
vegetables from their diet. So they do not eat onions, garlic, potatoes, carrots, or radishes. That is wild. So what are you left with? Well, this samosa right here is stuffed with raw banana. So how's it going to taste? I really have no idea. Let's go.
Man, I wanna have some.
I definitely taste hints of banana, but it's very spiced. I mean, they still have that
Banana?
heavy masala blend in there. It's got peas. Different from potato, not overly sweet, not super obviously a banana, but something I've not really had before. So that is the Jain samosa, but I'm here for this. Right here we have the classic samosa. A very common way to eat this is for people to put it in some pao or a bread bun. Now I want to
Right.
show you that, but I'm opting to not do that because I feel like potato on a wheat wrapper on bread, it's carb on carb on carb. It's a bit much.
Okay.
Ooh, a Diet Coke. What now? So if you're a real Indian, here's what you look for in a samosa. First of all, the wrapper. Now it's still hot. It looks crunchy. You want it not to be too thick or too thin. It should be evenly fried. Oh, I like that. I don't even need the filling. Just give me the fried outer part. It's crunchy, it's toasty, but some of that masala has rubbed off onto it. Still getting spices, you're still getting salt. Very good. A moment ago in the kitchen, I tried the condensed pure masala. I
hell
was very
nah.
impressed by the flavor. So now that is mixed with potato. Let's give it a shot. It's like warm mashed potatoes. Every once in a while you get a fried peanut for texture, and it's just full of that delicious masala flavor. There's heat from the chili powder, there's turmeric, there's cumin, a little bit of everything. Let's
Yeah, a
break
lot
it
of
half.
stuff in it,
Oh
bro.
my gosh. This is a nice balance. I can actually taste potatoes still. Here's the thing. This samosa is delicious, but it's only the beginning. And this, even though it's very
Oh, he got a
inexpensive,
chai
it cannot
as well,
compare
huh?
to the food that we're going to be trying next at the next food factory we're going to. Welcome to Akshaya Chaitanya. This is a charity kitchen. A kitchen who, through donations, is able to make a meal for only 2 pennies. That is remarkable.
Oh.
Today I'm going to be following the process of making huge amounts of food for up to 16,000 people per day. And by the end of our journey, I'll be sharing some of this food that they're creating here with others who also receive the benefit of this generous kitchen. Right now we're about to head inside, see how it works.
HKM Charitable Foundation. W.
Let's move. So we have entered the factory now, and right here along this wall, you
I
see
see,
shelf
I see.
after shelf of these vessels that are going to be used to hold the food. Each one of these can feed 200 to 250 people. And there's a lot of these vessels, so that means a lot of people are getting fed. Let's keep moving. What's this? Are these plates? We are about to enter the kitchen, trying to put on some protective footwear. But my hair. But I got a hair transplant for nothing? All right, let's head inside. Guys, take a look at this. A massive rice steamer right here with several sheets of rice cooking away. That is the foundation of the meal today. We need a carbohydrate. It's going to be rice.
This is the dessert section. This is flavored shira, we call it, pineapple shira.
What you just saw was the dessert preparation. This is for sambar. Sambar is a savory lentil stew with vegetables and spices.
Right now, we're about to make the seasoning for the sambar, starting with this hot oil.
First, he's adding mustard seeds into the oil, and then a load of dried chilies go in next. Then fenugreek seeds, curry leaves. Right here, we have some green chili paste. This is asafoetida. Asafoetida?
Yes.
I don't even know what that is.
What is
right
that?
Here we have turmeric, and then coriander seed powder, red chili powder, their homemade masala, tomato. This is like the body, something for all those spices and flavors to cling onto. He puts in some water, so as you can see, nothing here is being done manually. It's all being done by machine, well, except for putting in the ingredients. That you need people for that. But this is a giant stirring machine. Wow, it's very hot, so that is going to create the base for the sambar today. When people think about charity food, they think not delicious, not fresh. I mean, these look like quality ingredients, and the smells coming off here are amazing. I'm very impressed. That is going to be the flavor component for this sambar, but this is the lentil, I guess, that's going to be the main body of the dish. So in here, it is slowly steaming and boiling. As soon as those seasonings are done cooking up, they're going to head in here with the lentil. So far, we've talked about the seasoning and the lentils. This here is the vegetable station.
Again,
right potatoes
are back.
Sambar. Oh, you thought that potato peeler before the samosa place was cool? This one is a monster-sized peeler. Not only does it peel the potatoes, it also washes them too. 88 pounds of potatoes in 5 minutes. After being washed and peeled, it is time to cut the potatoes in a potato cutting machine. Potatoes getting instantly chopped into little pieces. Oh, now we've got some orange carrots. Can I be honest? My fat ass thought those were hot dogs at first. Carrots, that's nice too.
No, I like carrots. Oh yeah.
Next up, we have some pumpkin heading into
They're not gonna clean them, wash them. Maybe they already did.
Known as water gar.
Now our veggies are ready to join those tender lentils. But before that, we'll head to the massive rice steamer to see how they manage to ship out over 5,000 pounds of rice each day.
Right here, they're about to pull out the rice. This is insane. You can't tell at first when you see the oven, but you can roll all the rice in and out of the oven. That's so cool.
Yeah,
so
that's
cool. He's pulled out the rice. He's got to temp it first to make sure it is completely finished. So we just wanted to reach 90 degrees. It has, so this rice is finished. Now it is time to offload the rice. This is a giant rice trough. They push the rice over to here and it falls down into a canister. Now you can see the rice descending into this vessel right here where it's going to stay warm. Meanwhile, they're measuring the weight of the rice right here so they make sure they get the right amount of rice depending on where they're taking it. Now we're back to the lentils. This has cooked enough that we can now put this inside of it. Right here we have all of our veggies. Apparently this is a vegetable called a drumstick. I've never heard of it in my life. Also, we've got
I thought that was okra.
And now we wait more.
While that cooks, we head to the dessert station to see how they prepare over 500 pounds of pineapple shira.
Man, they got a lot of stuff going in.
The oil to the semolina. No dessert is complete without sugar, and we have a lot of that here. Next up, he's putting in the turmeric. I'm told the turmeric is more for color than
this
for
is very
flavor.
clean.
Because they don't add any artificial colors. Why would they? Right here, we have the cardamom powder. Now it is the raisins and cashew nuts that go in next. Boom. In with some hot water. I'm told the hot water is what's going to make it not clump up. We're going to see the dessert completely change form now. Good morning, Mr. Pineapple. Boom, pineapple right here.
Looking very good to very nice.
The final ingredient, this thing is getting filled to the brim, then even more water. So this here is going to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then it's complete.
That's it?
With dessert done, the focus is back on that sambar, which is ready to receive some seasonings.
It's time to collect our seasoning blend. All these seasonings we saw earlier are going to get poured into this vessel. It's time for that to join this. They dump it in. There's some splattering happening, but that's okay. That is a flavor bomb that they just dropped right here into the sambar. One of the last steps is putting in salt. All the elements are inside
that's
now.
A lot
We've got
of salt.
vegetables, we have the lentils, which is kind of like the protein, and we have the flavor. Incredible. All right, bro. Hey, dudes. Hold on, give me a second. So we have left the kitchen and we've come here to the storeroom. Here they have 15 days worth of food, including oil and lentils. Lentils
Oh,
of all
lentil.
kinds. But that's not it. Come with me as we go on a little bit of a shopping spree. Basically, every type of ingredient you could imagine for Indian food. Pickles, tons of seasonings.
Bro, they got like
As
a
we
whole
come down here,
grocery
this is
store back
turmeric
here,
powder.
bruh.
And then right here we have big bags of cumin, all weighed out, dry, set on racks. The thing is, with food here, there are hygiene standards. So nothing can be on the ground. Everything
Yeah,
has to be
they
on the
like
shelf
that,
or
dude.
on a
Very
pallet.
clean.
It has to be dry. It has to be organized according to date. So the
Oh,
first
wow.
food that comes in is the first food that has to go out for cooking. You don't get a straggling can of
I
beans on the back
see.
shelf that's been there since 1998. No, that doesn't happen here. The other thing that's really
for
unique
you.
about this place is this right here. So this is their ingredient list. They put the number of kilograms that they need for the food. For example, today at that sambar, they're making about 630 kilograms, over 1,000 pounds of food. And when they enter that into the computer, they're automatically told how many of each ingredient they're gonna need for that dish. But beyond that, these guys are also getting feedback from the people eating the food. So it's not a case where they just give people the food and say, hey, you should be satisfied. No, they wanna know feedback. They wanna know how they can improve the recipe and make it better time after time. And so if it's too salty or if it's too spicy, they're getting that feedback and they're adjusting the recipe. That's incredible. So from
Lot
here,
of
we're gonna go
people
back
eating
into the
there, huh?
kitchen and see as they wrap up these dishes. We are back from the storeroom into the food making factory. Right here, the pineapple shira.
Oh,
It is
that
ready,
looks
and it has
very
transformed
thicky
completely.
thick.
So that is a sweet, delicious dessert. It's time
Looks
to pack
like
it up so we can
halwa,
take it away. Right here, we
right?
have the sambar that's been cooking all morning. It's basically finished. He's just got one final touch right here. A nice sprinkle of fresh coriander goes on top of this gorgeous vegetable medley. It looks incredible. The colors, it's popping, and it smells delicious. So just like the dessert, in a moment, they're gonna take all this, scoop it out, and put it into here. The sambar is being put into these thick, insulated vessels. The next step is to put the lid on top, and then it will be sealed and ready to travel. The great thing about these vessels is it keeps the food hot for 6 hours. So even
Oh,
when
wow.
people eat this lunch in a couple hours from now, it's still gonna be hot.
Every day, meals from this food factory head to schools, hospitals, and even slums
Nice,
in an effort
nice.
to support those in need. Each day, Akshaya Chaitanya can feed more than 16,000 people. What's more shocking is that the average price of a meal is just 2 cents, a feat
I
only
mean, but
made
what's the
possible when
price
you
in
cook
Indian
lentils
rupees?
by the
2
ton.
cents. I'm
All
sure
right,
it's
we've got
very
our
less
goods
though,
right
but
here.
still,
Everything's
I
being
wanna
loaded
know.
into the truck, and from here it's going to go to a hospital. I'm also going to go
Oh,
to the hospital.
hospital.
I'm going to see the people who are receiving the food, and finally, I'm going to try it for myself.
Before we head out, I have a chance to speak with Mr. Parchanda, the CEO of this organization.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for joining me.
Nice to meet you too.
I guess my first question is, how do you make a meal for 2 cents? How is that possible?
First of all, most of our equipment is very automated, so we deploy very less of manpower. Second, we do it at a scale. So the scale and a lot of automation allow us to produce it in that cost.
Through Mr. Parchanda, I've learned the mission here is simple: eradicate food vulnerability, helping people pursue their dreams and build better lives. But their vision doesn't stop with what's happening between these walls. In fact, 2 more factories, each 5 times the size of this one,
Oh,
are on
wow.
the way to support their next goal: to feed over 200,000 people in the entirety of Mumbai.
We are at a government
Mumbai.
hospital. All the procedures and food eaten by the patients is paid for by the government. But this food is for those who are supporting the patients here. Family members, friends, they need support too. This is an opportunity for them to get a meal or multiple meals a day so they can continue supporting
they have
their
some
loved
kind of a
ones.
card,
So right now there's
huh?
about 100 to 150 people lined up outside the cafeteria, ready and waiting for their food. And it's about to start getting dished up right now. Epic reveal.
Oh,
Let's
that's
do
the
this. Let's serve
dessert.
up some lunch. This is our sambar, a hearty, delicious lentil stew.
Why-
Would
but
you
why
like a
doesn't
pickle?
look that
No?
thick?
Yes?
Looks very
Pickle.
watery.
Achar? There you go. More? Okay. I don't want to
Achar.
under provide pickle. This is a tough job. Am I giving too much? Oh, she said you're overdoing it.
Oh, overdoing
Give me
it.
some time. Drag out from the sky.
Okay, yeah, but I don't know what that thing looks very watery. But I guess they have to give for
Here's
so
what
many
I've
people,
observed
you know.
and what I like about this. Everyone basically gets as much food as they want. People are asking for more rice. Some people want double dessert. That will be me soon. And
Okay.
pickle. So right now I'm in line with everybody else, and soon I'm going to be dishing myself up. And now I've seen how it's done. I know that you can get a double scoop of dessert. I've got strategy in mind. The food looks amazing. Let's get to it. All right, I'm going to do my best to keep my dessert and my main meal separated. Let's see how it goes. Hello. Thank you. Can I have one more rice, please? Okay, thank you. I saw some people doing this. I'm going to make a little hole for the sambar. There we go. That looks nice. And a little more, please. Thank you. Can I have one more, please? Boom. Double dessert is definitely combined. I did my best. And one pickle, please. Achar. All right, thank you. you. She gave me
Achar.
half the pickle I gave everybody else. All right, let's go sit down. All right, folks, everything we've done today
Ah,
has
nah,
built
that
up to
thing
this
is
moment
fully
right
mixed
here.
up, bro.
I'm eating a meal that costs 2 cents, something that seems unreal, impossible, but they've made it possible. A healthy pile of rice on top of it, that steaming sambar, which looks delicious. You can see finally the lentils on top of the rice here. We've got dessert, the pineapple shira, dyed yellow through the use of turmeric, and then a little bit of pickle. I want to start with that. I'm told it has a very strong flavor. Let's try it out.
I mean, that is really always good.
Oh, it's super salty and sour, and I love
Yeah,
it. It's such
I
a
like
sour,
achar.
pickly flavor, but with a lot of salt. So I can see why you're supposed to add that to other food. Let's try out the sambar. Right here we have some of the veggies. You can see the lentils and the rice all coming together in one delicious bite. Let's go for it. Oh yeah, that's good. It's like a warm, savory broth. There's so many spices. It's added so much flavor to that rice. It's hearty, it's filling,
So many
and it's very
people
delicious.
there.
But yeah.
Badhiya, huh? Badhiya.
But yeah, next up, dessert. Oh, look at this. As it cools down, it kind of becomes a solid. Oh, I like that. This dessert looks incredible. Cheers.
It looks good though.
That's good too. Sweet.
Pineapple,
You can taste the
bro.
cardamom gives it a nice, like, fragrant flavor.
Yeah, like very kind of gluey.
It is gooey, it is hot, and actually, this is kind of fun to eat with your hands. It's so yummy, and it's such a nice treat. If you're staying here all day, going through the stress and adversity of having to support somebody who has to be at a hospital, this is a godsend. I mean, this is what's going to get you through the day, and that it is doing. What do you think? Good? Very good. I completely agree. Should we pound it? Boom. Nice pound. How about
W
you? How's
man.
that dessert?
अच्छा लगा टेस्टी लगा खाना Did you like it?
Oh, I like it. Buddy up. Should we cheers? Cheers. Mission accomplished. Today we set out to see what meals India was able to create for only 2 cents, and here we see they have done it. It is one of the best meals
Amazing
I've
job,
tried
man.
in
Very
India. It's
clean
not just about the
environment,
flavor,
very
it's about the
nice,
genuine
charity,
mission
giving
behind
other
it. This plate
people,
right here, 10
providing
out of
food,
10
free
every
meals,
time.
2 cents, brah.
Boom! So that is the best plate of food that you are going to find here in India for 2 cents.
In
I gotta say,
Mumbai.
it's not really about the food. It's about the mission. It's about everything that goes into the work these folks are doing here. It's about the people behind me who are getting the support they need so they can support their loved ones. If you would like
True.
to contribute any of your own money to their initiative here,
Alright guys, go support them, bro. I was very impressed by the place, the environment, the cooking and all that stuff. Very, very clean, very, I mean, what you see usually on other social media and all that they got all kind of other stuff. I mean, I'm sure there are those people who do all that too, but these people are doing really, really good job with the cleaning and stuff. So yeah, overall, W video.